Do you know the difference between setting a boundary and giving an ultimatum? In today's video, I'm going to be defining and sharing examples of both so you can easily know when you're using the language that pushes people away instead of bringing them closer. First, let's define what a boundary is. And there are many definitions of boundaries, but for today's video, I'm going to talk about boundaries as a limit that you set for yourself. These limits determine what you will and won't do or accept or tolerate. Effective boundaries are about your choices, not somebody else's choices. And that's why setting your healthy boundaries is so important, especially when you're dating or you're in a romantic relationship. It's really empowering when you can identify what you need and then set clear boundaries to protect those needs. You can't control whether somebody is going to respect your boundaries, but you can control how you respond, especially if they push back. And many people, when they get pushback, will go to an ultimatum, and ultimatums are not effective. So let's go to define what is an ultimatum. An ultimatum is a demand that somebody change for you. The language is, you need to do this. It's an attempt to control a situation by threatening or pointing a finger at somebody else. You might get them to do what you want when you set an ultimatum, but it usually will not stick because it will be out of fear and it will be coercive. In a job situation, your boss may set an ultimatum, do this or you're fired. So maybe you do it, but you don't really want to. You don't really feel that it's a good thing for you to do, but you're afraid of getting fired. It happens in romantic relationships when you've been dating somebody for a while and you really want them to take it to the next level. Many people will then set an ultimatum. Propose to me by this date or I walk away. That's an ultimatum, as opposed to, I want to get married and have children. And if that's not something that is in the cards for you, then this isn't going to work. Let me know if this works for you. So there's a difference in the language. Let's do a few more examples of a boundary versus an ultimatum. Setting a boundary looks like, I would like to speak with you, but not when you're yelling at me. I'm going to take a walk around the block so we can both calm down. And when I return, I'd like to continue this conversation in a kinder way. The same conversation with an ultimatum is, stop yelling at me or I'll walk out of here right now and never come back. Big difference. How do you think people will respond to your boundary versus an ultimatum? Healthy boundaries are a powerful way to take care of yourself and have the most respectful relationships. And when you understand that boundaries are about your choices and how you express them firmly and kindly, it's very empowering. When you set boundaries with people who respect them, you're more likely to get your needs met because you're being clear about what you will and will not do. Giving an ultimatum is about powering over somebody by threatening them. And that leads to dysfunctional and unhealthy relationships. Every relationship can become mutually satisfying when you have clear boundaries. So if you want to learn how to do boundaries better, we have this amazing program. It's called Boundary University. And as an introduction, I invite you, if you haven't done this already, to join our 5-day Healthy Boundary series now. It's ongoing, it's free, and it's going to change your life. Just go to bit.ly/boundary series. I hope to see you there.